Hello, Junior Doctors. Welcome back to Junior Doctor Fiona Chow's YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to continue the series of The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat and talk about Chapter 10 of the book, which is Witty Ticcy Ray. So from the title, you could possibly imagine how creative this short story is going to be. And so this chapter is basically about Tourette's syndrome, which is a condition where the patient would have sudden outbursts of normally it's about the truth they think about something, or like a fleeting thought they're currently having in that instant of time. And it basically it's unwillingly, it just is an outburst that the patient doesn't really want to come out, but it just came out anyways. And it's a condition explored by Gilles de la Tour, which is a French neurologist in 1885. And it's basically a syndrome, as you could possibly infer, that was named after him, Tourette's syndrome, and patients would exhibit compulsive tics, gestures, and outbursts of speech. So in this story, it basically mentions this patient called Ray, and he is this 24-year-old man that was diagnosed by Tourette's syndrome. And so he has these sudden outbursts, these sudden movements that are unwilling. However, these are also the things that actually prompt him for one of his main kind of amateur, yet really something he enjoys, to play music. And it actually inspires him. Those tics that he suddenly has during when he's improving, it inspires his music. And it also gave him the name of being, quote, the Witty Ticcy Ray, which, as you can infer, is basically from the chapter's title. And so, however, when he came to visit Oliver Sacks, prescribed him with Haldol, which is a prescription for Tourette's syndrome that would kind of calm down the outbursts, the sudden movements. However, after they kind of just discussed, and after Ray actually used it in his daily life and took it, he found out that he's always a little slow. And when he actually came back from a weeks of experimentation, he came back with a black eye because he was too slow, because he got slammed in the door, because without his tics, basically his movements are just weird and unfamiliar to him. And also that his music, there's no inspiration anymore because there aren't any tics that actually allow him to have inspiration in music. And he's not that Witty Ticcy Ray anymore, because without his tics, how could he be Witty Ticcy Ray? And so, in the end, Oliver Sacks and Ray conferred, and they thought about how maybe Ray could still have the prescription in the weekdays, however, actually not take the prescription on the weekends, so he could have fun with his music and be that Witty Ticcy Ray around his friends. And that actually really worked. And I found that solution to be really interesting because the doctor actually considered about the patient's thoughts instead of just that one prescription that he has to take every single day. He actually had flexibility with it. So that would be it for this week's YouTube. And remember to like it up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank you, and see you next time.